Hello, my friends. It's a new year, and we have started off 2020 with a bang by sharing with everyone our script for launching projects. And the results that people are having with it are pretty impressive. Okay, so we're going to jump into look at some profiles of people that attended our session last night and show them just how invisible they are. And then we're going to jump into some accounts and demonstrate the conversational process, because at the end of the day, it's all about conversation. It's all about talking to people. Now, tomorrow night, we're starting our first boot camp of the year. And for those of you that are students that have been in boot camps before, you're going to find this one's quite a bit different. I love success stories, and working with Joel has been an absolute delight. I started working with Joel back in 2018, and first month he enrolled, I think it was 18 people. So he came back last year because he had an insurance business that he wanted to launch. So I helped him with that, and that one took off. So I got this from him yesterday. We've gone from 0 to 800 to 100 agents, and I understand that's a pretty big accomplishment in his business. Now, moving forward, we're in the process of setting up boot camp, and for those of you that are have been boot camp students before, I'm going to be changing up the format a little bit. So, and this should all be finished today, but when you go into the training area, you're going to find directions on how to get the most out of boot camp. You're going to find the activity form, your weekly activity form to keep track of everything, and I'm including our case studies. Then I'm going to have posted all 4 sessions. Special video on creating your profile, one on how to connect with prospects, one on how to communicate with everyone, one on learning how to close the sale, so that your homework basically is going to be you watch these before boot camp starts. And what this is going to do, I'd like your feedback on this. What this means is you can come into boot camp. You don't have to wait until the official launch on the 9th. You're going to be able to, if you register for boot camp on February 1st, you can go in here and you can start watching these sessions. And then the night of boot camp, we're going to have live sessions where we're going to work with the folks who have questions about the content. What this is going to do is it's going to enable us to work with people faster. So for those of you that are boot camp students, let me know what you think. Okay, and so I'm excited about that. A lot of things are happening. Now let's talk about this project launch script, because what it does is it creates immediate reactions. Okay? Immediate reactions, immediate responses, and faster enrollments. And so what I'm going to do is let's pop over here. Okay, I'm just scrolling down the list. And all right, so Laura, let me know which one of these is you. None of those. Are you on LinkedIn, Laura? Let me unmute her. Okay, what state are you in?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you know, I signed up for LinkedIn many years ago and never put a profile or anything like that. I had a lot of people request, um, my contact information, but I just kind of friended them, but I never used it. I never learned it, so I just, this morning I went in there and I kind of updated it a little bit.
okay, well, let's take a look. What city are you in?
Winter Park,
That's Florida.
yeah.
So we got a whole bunch of people. We may end up
Oh, wait, there I am. I'm at the bottom,
right here.
right there.
Okay. Okay, so you're in the insurance business. Super. And okay. All right. You know, I've learned a lot about the insurance business in the last 2 or 3 months working with Joel. All right. So basically, I'm going to send you contact information. Now, by the way, folks, let me show you something. We talk about the back door on LinkedIn, and the way you connect with people, you're looking for the connect button. If you don't see the connect button here, this box right here with more is what they call the back door. So here we could follow Laura, and then we can come over here and connect. Now, if you don't see connect up here, you might see message up here. Then connect is going to be behind the back door. And this is where you would put in a note. Okay? Now, in looking at your profile, right now you have 66 connections. And what most people don't realize is these 66 connections connect you to the people that they're connected to. So for example, when you accept my connection, you end up with about 7,700 of my second level connections now become your second level connections. We come over here to contact information, and this is your URL that you can adjust by getting rid of the numbers, and there's as you can see, there are a lot of Laura Marshes there. But there are some things that you can do to spruce this up a bit. And now, are you here because you're in an insurance business, or are you in some kind of a network marketing company?
I joined Power Systems.
Okay, okay, super. All right. So were you on the training we did last night?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to create a presence that would be appealing to the audience that you want to reach. Now, when you say you're an insurance consultant, what does that mean? Do you sell insurance or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm an independent insurance agent.
Okay, so rather than being putting yourself down here as a consultant, you're actually an agent. Now, one of the things that you're going to be able to do is we want to, and I encourage you to jump into our boot camp, because what you want to do is you want to create this profile so that you can go out and engage people in conversations that will have them basically joining your business. So if we went up here and we did a search for insurance, you got over 10,500 people that are involved in some way or fashion in insurance. You think maybe you could find maybe 25 or 30 people out of this group that might be interested in working with you?
Yes.
Absolutely. Now I want you to take a look at Phyllis, because this is one of the strategies we're going to be talking about in boot camp. So that she's got her name here, and then she's got 2 dashes, because there are a lot of Phyllis Littles on here. So what she did is she added virtual. Okay? So yesterday I was working with somebody, and there were so many common names that they used their state. Virtual has proven to be very, very effective. Phyllis is partners with Joel. So what you want to do is filter down through this and connect with people that you have things in common with, or more important than that, people that are looking for ways to generate some extra income. And because you've been in insurance, and again, I would, instead of using the term consultant, one of the things that you should do, all of you should do, is go in and take a look at people in your field. Look at some of their profiles, and make connections with those folks, and just look at their profiles and see how they describe themselves. And anyway, so that's how that works. And let me come over here. And Laura, I'll keep my eye out for you. Boot camp, help you move through the process quicker. So it looks like Debbie, let's come over here. Debbie's having some success with the messages. So let's get her story.
Hi, Max.
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Well, you're welcome. So you say here I plan on sending out 10 launch messages yesterday. Only managed 2.
Right.
But from those 2 messages, I secured 2 appointments.
I did for today. Yes.
So you sent out 2, and you got 2 appointments from them.
Exactly. 2 for 2.
2 for 2. And now, were these people that you'd been talking to for a while, or were they brand new connections?
Yes, I'd had more than four back and forths with them. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You excited about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's working like a charm.
Well, super. Congratulations. And now, what we want to do is every day, we want to keep it up. Every day, you know, you'd like to send out 10, okay? But you only manage 2. And what's happening is the more you do this, the better you get at it, the better you get at picking out people, the better you get at identifying the people that obviously, clearly need what you have.
Right.
Okay? And then when you come back and put your offer in front of them, because you know what their circumstances are, you know what their situation is, you know, everybody is willing to look.
Yeah.
So congratulations, you're 2 for 2. Now, the next thing we want to gauge, the next thing we want to judge, is how many of the people that you show the business to end up coming into the business.
Yes, well, I'm consulting with Karen Winters on that one. I asked her what her, because I have a phone call appointment with one of them, and one of them's already seen an overview. So there's 2 different kinds of appointments I'm going through. So the one that I'm consulting with Karen Winter on is the phone call one.
Mm-hmm.
So she's already messaged me back and talked me through what I'm to do, or what she's doing rather.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, normally I get them on the phone after they've watched a presentation. So getting them on the phone before they've watched the presentation is sort of, I'm out of my league here a little bit. So I was needing Karen's guidance, and I know she's under your guidance, so I think we're all good here.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm working with Karen, and are you on Karen's team?
Yeah, yes, I'm in her organization.
Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, you know, I teach the leaders, it trickles down, Karen's teaching you, and
Yep.
you come on these sessions and you pick up the stuff that you need. You know, there's an old sales expression that you have to go through 100 no's to get a yes. And this antiquated, you know, it's you've all been to sales trainings where they teach you the concept of every time you get a no, you should be thrilled because it's one more no that you have to go through to get a yes. Have you ever heard that?
Absolutely, I have, and it's true.
Well, it's true before social media, because
Yes.
because you see what happens is you don't have to go through 100 no's to get a yes. You have the option, you have the ability to come in and pick out people you know in advance have a high probability that they'd be interested in your business. Okay? And so the numbers, you know, increase. Instead of going through 100 no's, when we start looking at the statistics and you really polish your craft, you know, 1 out of 10 people that you talk to about your business can end up in your business. So, and we're not going to talk about the business until we know exactly who these people are, what their background is. You can qualify them, pre-qualify them before you ever talk to them. Now, when it comes to getting on the telephone, are you a phone person? Do you like the phone, or do you prefer?
No, I definitely did not.
Now, what is it about the phone that you don't like?
You know what, Max? It makes absolutely no sense that I'm not a phone person, because I'm better with social media, speaking to people, than I actually am face to face. So it doesn't make any sense. So I should just bite the bullet and get over this and do more.
Well, here's the thing, okay? You're already getting obviously, you're getting very comfortable with texting people back and forth.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And so when you get to the telephone, what you're going to do is stick to the scripts. You know, don't get into a sales mode. Instead, what you want to do is get on the telephone and say, hey, you know, it's really nice to connect with you. You know, isn't it amazing? I mean, here you are. I'm in Indiana, and I'm talking to somebody in Southern California, and the whole method of building a network marketing business today is so much different than what it used to be. So you're going to run into a lot of people that have negative feelings about network marketing based on their experience, based on the experience of friends or family members that, you know, didn't do well. And so, you know, I got to invite somebody over to my house, I got to go up to their house, I got to invite them to me. That doesn't happen. Okay? So now you know there's an easier way, there's a faster way. So when you get people on the telephone, you know, just kind of revisit some of the things that, you know, you talked about. Keep the focus on them. And if there are any questions about that you want to know about them before you get into the business, you know, probably the most important questions that you would want to ask somebody when you get them on the telephone. Okay? And let me I'm going to just pop them in here. All right? All right, so here, the first message, if you're talking on the phone, why are you interested in making more money? Okay, why? That'd be the first question. And you know, ask it on the, you know, why are you interested in making more money? Another question would be, what would you like to accomplish? Okay? Working with me, working with you. Remember, we're talking to somebody and we're saying, look, I'm launching a project. So what would you like to accomplish? I'm going to work with, I'm launching a project, and what would you like to accomplish in the next 90 days? Okay? And then finally, when would like to get started? Now, let's say you haven't even shown them, you know, you haven't shown them the business. So your attitude would be, you know, I'd just like to know a little bit more about you. I'm going to step you through what my business is about, what my company is about, and one thing you're not going to find in my script, and I'm gonna, you know, there's a couple of things out there that you guys have been taught, like, Mary, this may or may not be for you. Have you ever heard that one?
Yeah, I'm a follower of Rage too.
Okay. And how'd that one work for you?
Not real well.
And yet they're still teaching that crap. Okay? You know, you're not going to say stuff like that, because the bottom line is the only people that you're going to talk about your business to are the people that you know. It is for you. I mean, it's so clear. There's so many people just like you that are in my business. You know, it is for you. And so it's not about just rushing and pushing out information on people. It's being able to identify by looking at a person's profile, by asking questions, and then learning about the other person. Okay? And
Yes.
when you do that, you don't have to go through 100 no's. As a matter of fact, think about it. If you had to pay $50 every time you gave somebody the link to look at your business, all right, and then you had to go through 100 no's to get a yes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, right. So it would cost you $5,000. Hello, you know, it wouldn't work. So the more selective you are, so when you're on the phone, and the easier it gets, and don't try to turn that phone call into a sales presentation. You use Zoom to make these connections. I'm scrolling down here, and let me look and see. Okay, there was a couple of other folks that were here last night. That let's see. Okay. So let's take a look at Ronald. Okay. So Ronald is, now, you see up here? Ronald, your settings are off. So I'm looking at you. You're on my second level. Now what I'd really like to do is I'd like to connect with you. But I can't. I could message you. And if I go to message you, I'm getting thrown over to Sales Navigator because they limit the number of people you can message. And if that wasn't coming up, I would get, if I didn't have Sales Navigator, I'd be getting a message to upgrade because I would have to pay to make the connection with you. So we come over here to the back door. You click on more, and voila, connect is over here. So here, we can hit the connect button. We could add a note. And it says build a quality network by connected only with people you know. And ignore that, okay? Because they've started to put this in because they want to upsell you. You put your little message in here and you send the invitation. So now we come back and we look at the rest of Ronald's profile. So he's a certified home e-business consultant. I always want. Okay. Couple of things. First and foremost, Ron, you got to get a better picture. Okay? You got to get a better picture. Okay? Eric, I'm going to jump over there. All right? So what I want you to do, Eric, is look at his message, okay? Go into the little box where you would start typing. Put your cursor in there. Hit the enter key a couple of times. So he sees you read it. Okay? So he sees you read it. And be there in a minute. So I've always wanted, ED. Not, okay? And you could do a lot better with this headline. Next, we come to, so you provide coaching and mentoring services. So we come down here to find out who are you. So you're a certified business consultant. Blast your way to 30,000 per month free. All right. And number one, blast your way. Blast your ad. You don't need it. You don't need ads. Let me pop over here. Jump into Eric's account. Okay, and I'm going to pop up here. So here we go. I wish I was working in a good network marketing company. I feel like it would fit me more. But since I don't have any degree or much experience except my personality, it would be harder to get in. The people that know me know what I'm capable of. Okay, so here, let me unmute Eric.
Good morning, Max.
Good morning. Good morning, Eric. So this is the guy we sent this to him yesterday.
Yes.
All right. So now, but we've never used the launch script on him, right?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I wasn't sure where to go.
Well, okay. Well, here, you know, I wish I was working with a good network marketing company. So first, we want to agree with them, okay? And we want to say something like, okay.
But I'm not really sure if he knows what network marketing is.
Well, so we have
Or what he's saying.
Well, what we have to do first, okay, let's kind of review the strategy that you're going to use. Have a clear idea of where this conversation is going to go, okay?
Okay.
First, we're going to say to him, when I talk about network marketing, I'm referring to companies like Amway, like Nu Skin, like Avon. Do you have any experience with companies like that? Now, if he says, well, yeah, I do, then we want to find out what experience he had, and we want to find out how long ago. Now, if he says, no, I don't have any experience, I don't know anything about it, then what you're going to do is you're going to say, you know, not only, Ty, would network marketing fit you better than what you're currently doing, but let me explain the advantages of working in a network marketing company versus, you know, what you're doing now. Right now, you're recruiting nurses, travel nurses, and they may have a base salary for you, but every time you put someone in a position, you're going to get paid. You make a sale, you get paid. You get somebody a position, you get paid. In network but that's it. If you don't put people in positions, you don't get paid. Now, what attracts recruiters into network marketing is that you get paid when you put somebody in the business, and then you get paid every week they show up for work. How good is that? Now, of course, you know, and so don't worry about your lack of experience, okay? Because I'm launching a project to help 3 people generate, and you have to figure out what that number is going to be in the next 90 days. And, you know, all you need to be successful in my business, our business soon, is enthusiasm and personality and some product knowledge. Now, but we're going to be working together. So I'm going to show you how in an hour or 2 a day, part of this project, we're going to work together. And don't worry about your lack of experience. By the time we're done working together, you are going to be a polished professional network marketer. I'm going to take you under my wing. So would you like to know the details on how we would work together? What do you think he's going to say?
Oh, he's going to be totally excited about
Well,
that.
exactly. And folks, this is how it works. It's all about talking to people, connecting with people, finding out what they need, and then when the time comes to show them the business, use your company tools to make that happen. Okay? So tell you what you can do. Go ahead and write up what you would say to him and send it to me.
Okay.
All right, then I'll take a look at it, and not sure it's gonna need to be tweaked, but I'll take a look at it, and if it does need to be tweaked, then we'll tweak it. Let's come up here and look at let me get out of your account, come back into mine. I've only got 3 minutes, so we're going to come back at 4 o'clock, and we're going to jump into some more accounts. Vivian, I can do you at 4. So let's look at I think we did this one already. Whoops. Okay, so here's Laura Marsh. Duh. And let's look at Angela. Hypnotherapist. Again, you've got there's so much more that you could do with your profile. You need to stress your background more. Let's look at Tommy. And so this is Tommy. again, you got to have, guys, better picture. Much better picture. And let's look at Tim. Now, Tim, if you can be around at 4 o'clock, you know, I love it when people go through the process. And Tim is someone that was in another company. Actually, he had been in Malaluka before. He was building another business. Let me unmute him. Good morning.
Hey, Max.
Good morning, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing terrific.
You know, I got to feel. You know, I have to tell you, I feel like I know you.
I feel the same way. Especially, you know, I have the same color beard you have.
Yeah. You know, you know what was interesting, and I wanted to ask you. Now you had been in Malaluka before, and then you met Rebecca.
Actually, I have not. I had known about it, but I was not in it before. Until, yeah.
Okay. But so what was it about? I mean, the conversation that you and Rebecca had was, you know, textbook classic. In fact, the day that you signed up with her, I was ready to tell her, hey, come on. You know, some people, if they're in a business, you have to recognize you're in a business, stop talking to them. And it was kind of like she used the script, and you know, you were, you know, ready to take a look at it, and you know, you signed up with her, and now what you're going to be able to do, and this is what makes the whole process so easy to duplicate, is if you go back and you scroll up and look at the conversation that she had with you. That's pretty much the way you're going to talk to the people that you're connected to, or that are in your particular field. That's what makes the whole thing so fast and so duplicatable. So I'm thrilled to talk to you, and I'm looking forward to you know, watching you move up the ranks of your business by you know, taking advantage of the tools that social media, you know, give you. So we've got your birthday. We've got, yeah. You're basically good to go. So congratulations. I'll keep my eye out for it. If you have any questions, you know, jump on some of these sessions, and we'll be happy to help you get.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And just so you know, I mean, I'm connected at the hip with Barb Sanders Cole. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, congratulations again. And for the rest of you, remember, one other thing I wanted to ask you, because some of I've got a couple of minutes. Let me. I'm going to log out of my account, and as long as I got you, let's go into Rebecca. Okay, so we're going to pop over here. Okay. So initially, you guys started talking back in, I guess it was October. All right, and so initially, what you were doing was you were building a Life Vantage business, and so this line.
Max, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you fine.
Well, forgive me, you got me mixed up with somebody else because this is Tim Cole and this guy's name is Tim Lewis.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, Tim's a Tim. Okay, so here. So Tim reaches out to Rebecca. You know, do you keep your options open to making money if it doesn't interfere with what you're doing? Now, how many people here have been taught to use that expression? How many? Anybody out there?
Still having you unmuted?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I'm with Karen Winter, just so you'll kind of give you a heads up on that.
Right, right. Okay.
Group.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Kristen's been taught that. Let me unmute Debbie.
Okay.
So, Debbie, were you taught this?
Yes.
Okay, and how'd that work for you?
Hang on. This guy is not my guy. I've not been talking to him.
I know. I'm making reference to the line. Just walk up to a stranger and say, do you keep your options open to making money if it doesn't interfere with what?
Oh, yes, I used to. Until I started following you. I still sometimes revert back to it, but it's getting few and far between. It didn't work very well then, and it still doesn't.
Okay. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm going to pull this over here. So Kristen was taught that. Denise was taught it, and it didn't work for them. So let me unmute a couple of folks, and let's ask Barbara.
Morning, Max.
Good morning, Barbara. So that never worked for you?
Oh no, it doesn't work in any kind of business.
But man, they're still out there teaching it, aren't they?
They sure are. I hear it all the time.
Yep.
It's interesting.
Yep. And you know that the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And that's why they'll tell you, oh, you got to go through 100 no's to get a yes. Nonsense. You have to go through 1,000 people to get a yes. You know, with that line. So let's come down a little further. So she asked him, well, what network marketing company are you working with? And he says, LifeVantage. And then he gives her a little thing here. Let me know if you'd like to know more. So she says, thanks. How long have you been with him? And 3 years. What did it cost you to get started? Now, I would have asked what other companies have you worked with, but you know, it started to get $1,250. So if you want, so he's just, hey, you want to know how we make money? So now she says, is this approach working for you? I get a fair amount of responses. A plethora of books on doing this, but Darren Hardy and Ray Higdon are pretty good teachers. Man, they're teaching old school stuff. So, so anybody, listen, if anybody else has had, Denise was taught that, and it doesn't work. So here, how big is your group? 12 customers, no distributors. He says, why? I don't know why I'm telling you this. I've never divulged this before. And the thing is, the reason he's telling her this is that's the power of social media. People will tell you stuff. Barbara, you're a life coach.
Right.
Okay? So I mean, I'll bet you, I mean, man, people will open up and tell you things a lot of times you don't want to know.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right. So here, I want my first distributor to have passion. And of course, you know, so he's been in the business for 3 years, doesn't have any distributors, customers. So in November, he hurt his ankle, and so here's the interesting thing that happens, okay? And November, he wishes her a happy birthday. And she goes, well, how long did it take you to begin making a return on your investment? Almost immediately. Now, almost immediately, he invested $1,250. We're not going to get into the nickel and dime stuff, but life gets in the way. What online methods are you using to build your business? And I'd love to use attraction marketing if I understood it. And so Darren and Ray and a whole bunch of people out there that are teaching attraction marketing, the methodology that they're using is as effective as that first line. Do you keep your options open? Attraction marketing is so much simpler. You become the person they would like to talk to. So, November 18th. What are the network marketing companies have you been involved with? I started with Malaluca, okay? But I started to concentrate on LifeVantage because I believe in our products. So he says, I'm about to run out. You know, call me, let's talk about it. Now we're into December. Just got back from vacation. So why did you leave Malaluca? You know, I want to concentrate on LifeVantage. Now, and he sends her this information. And what makes you think I'm promoting Malaluca? He never answered. So now here we go. Since October, they've been going back and forth. Now, she wishes him a Happy New Year. And she uses the resolution script. What resolutions have you made for 2020? See, here I want to make my network marketing business work. Okay, so here we go. Drum roll. Making your network marketing business work is a lofty resolution. What will you do differently in order to make that happen? I have a sly response. Whatever you and the experts I respect tell me to do. Now, he's been following the wrong experts. So here we go. Wishes him a Happy New Year. And now, project launch. I realize that you'd like to use attraction marketing to build your business. The necessary component to build a solid residual income with any company is having the right business model and a good team of people. We are using a free attraction marketing system that is producing amazing results. As the saying goes, if at first you don't succeed, try again, LOL. So I'm about to launch a new project called Senior Director in 3 and work personally with 2 people to help them make $15,000 in my company over the next 90 days. I'm reaching out to you because you have the skill set and aptitude to do this. Would you like to know more? Now, in truth, Karen made $40,000 in 3 months. So she's keeping it lower. Would you like to know more? She sends over, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. And he ends up signing up in the business. All right? And so one of the things, for those of you that have in your resume or you keep your options open to making money if it doesn't interfere with what you're doing. Don't ever say it again. There's no reason for you to ever say that again. So let me kind of scroll down here a little bit and let's look at Denise. Going to unmute Denise. And we'll unmute Kristen.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, hi Denise. So you were taught that before. How'd that, and it never worked for you?
It never worked for me. It was actually with a different company. So yeah, dismal failure.
Well, all right. And how do you feel about the way you're approaching everything now?
Much better. It's much more comfortable. It's an easier concept to talk to people. People actually want to hear what you have to say there.
Let me kind of scroll up and see if anybody else has had this experience. Well, I'm sure there's a bunch of other folks out there that have that experience. And the bottom line is, remember, when you're talking to people, it's not about you. It's about them. So all you really need to do is learn about the other person. Find out what's going on in their life. You know enough about them by reading their profile that you can easily identify the folks that you want to continue to talk to and when somebody clearly is not a candidate for your business, talk to somebody else. Talk to someone else. Now, I'm going to be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon for one more of these, and then tonight at 9 o'clock, right before, now remember, Thursday night is our first session of boot camp, and we're going to be, and so tonight at 9, we're going to be doing a special kind of a pre-boot camp training where we're going to share some new scripts, some of them that have never been seen before, that are designed to help all of you start the new year, start the first month of the first quarter with a bang. And our goal is to help everybody sign up at least 5 people while they're in boot camp. So, until next time, best of luck in building your business. God bless, and lose. Do you keep your options open to making money if it doesn't interfere with what you're doing? Or the other one is you bring up the business and you'll say, Tim, this may or may not be for you, but I'd like to share with you what I'm doing. This may or may not be for you. No. The only time you're going to bring up your business when you're talking to someone is when you know it is for them. And you follow our scripts, and it will absolutely turn things around for you. So, until next time, best of luck in building your business and this special 90-day project. And Alana says she was taught the same thing. So let me just get a couple of, I still have a couple of minutes before I run over. So let me unmute Alana.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, hi, Alana. Hi, Alana. So you were taught the same thing?
I was. I spent 2 years with Ray Higdon, and those words were exactly, word by word, what we were taught.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd send, 20, 30 messages a day, and I'd get a little bit of response, but very few sign-ups. And anyone that did sign up, they quickly dropped off.
So you wouldn't recommend that?
No, definitely not effective. Definitely not effective.
And you did it for 2 years?
Yeah, I was with in Rank Makers actually for about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been with you in 2016. I didn't learn what I needed to learn at the time, and I would, going through some stuff, and my health and emotional stuff and family stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I finally got it together. I talked to Ellie and Carol are my enrollees. And I knew that they were in the program, but I just had surgery in November. So I wasn't really in a place, but I got to talking to Ellie a couple weeks ago, and she put me in a group, and I'm ready to fly. So I'm quickly forgetting anything I learned.
Well, good. And Tim writes, it's even being taught by others in our company. And that's unfortunate, okay? But look, it is what it is. And the truth is that it doesn't work. And believe me, the people that are up on stage, okay, that are speaking to large audiences are not sharing with you what they do, okay? What works. All right? This is generic stuff. It's been around for a long time. But it doesn't work. What I'm teaching you works, and better than that, it duplicates. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want, So the sooner you can recognize that something's not working, I give you credit, I guess, for trying it for 2 years. Shows persistence and perseverance. But until next time, we're going to show you how to do it fast, how to do it the right way, how to build your business quicker, how to build your business faster. And the other part you heard was she was signing people up in the business and they're in and out, in and out, in and out. Why? Because they're trying to do the exact same thing, only they don't have the patience she has. If I tried to do that for 2 weeks and it wasn't working, boom, I would be gone too. So until next time, 4 o'clock this afternoon, 9 o'clock tonight. Best of luck in building your business, and God bless.